because I think we all want our dogs to listen to us, and we want manners around the house and teach them how to be a dog in our house, in our society. But what's the next step? Where do you go from that? Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Go Train Your Dog. Today's episode, you're hanging out with me in the car because Serenity is getting her almost monthly checkup on her Addisons. It's something we do between every 20 and 25 days. Pretty much she needs her shot, so we got to bring her in to the vet to do blood work, so we make sure all her levels are correct, and then she gets her shot. Today's episode is going to be about what do you do with your dog and how can we improve that relationship. I think we all get a dog for a reason, a companionship. Oh, that's a barky Aussie. We all get a dog for companionship, but then what else do you do with them? Your dog wants to do something. It's up to you to kind of figure that out as an owner. There's a lot of different things you can get your dog into. What do you feel is the best for your dog? We all start with obedience, because I think we all want our dogs to listen to us, and we want manners around the house and teach them how to be a dog in our house, in our society. But what's the next step? Where do you go from that? Do you take your dog off leash and try to go hiking? That's a great first step. Do you look at trying to get in them to any dog sports? We got like frisbee, duck diving, agility. Those are all amazing things you can get into with your dog. Those take a higher level of training. I'll be very honest with you. That's what I do with my dogs, and that's a lot of work. Agility, frisbee, and duck diving, any type of that training, any discipline of that level, it's a lot of work. It's more than just obedience, because your dog is taking the obedience skills plus the skills they've learned from being off leash and combining that to teamwork, creating that amazing bond. That's what it's about. And when you guys get that going, anything is possible. And that's what's cool about it. We do these things with our dogs to strengthen our bond. Other things you can do with your dog, is like there's nose work, there's herding, there's rally, scent work, barn hunt, rally obedience. All these things have names, but they all do stuff, scent work, nose work, barn hunt. It's all getting your dog to use its nose for work. Something natural, something really cool actually that they naturally do, and we found ways to turn those into training, turn those into things that your dog can do. Those are great things. Like rally obedience, that's taking your competition style obedience to that level where you want to do more with your dog in an obedience manner. There's multiple obedience behaviors besides sit down, come, stay, loose leash walk. Just getting your dog to connect more on the competition floor, we'll say. These are all just cool things. And then you got like herding and then hunting and stuff like that, and those are once again more natural things for dogs to do. And we have to remember this is what they want to do. I have border collies. They love catching those frisbees, but I'm pretty sure if I had some sheep, it just clicks. It's instincts. Those things we have to understand about our dogs. So what are they instinctually bred to do? Those are great things to do with our dogs too. Ivor and Serenity probably would love to herd sheep. We just don't got any. We just don't got any sheep for them to herd. But this is what it is. We all get a dog for companionship, but it's your goal to find out what you can do to improve your relationship with your dog, to bring that bond to that deeper level. It is my goal as a trainer to educate you and show you and showcase the things you can and should do with your dog. That's why we do this, to give you more things for you to do with your dog. From the simple companionship to the everyday hiker, to getting your dog to do tricks and all these great things. There's so many things that you can do with your dog, and they want to do it. Now it's up to you. Put some research into it, figure out what's good for you and your dog, and here's a classic example about what's good for you and your dog. You want to do something with your dog, that's great. I hear a lot of people say, I want to do therapy work with my dog. I want to do search and rescue with my dog. Those things are a little different. That means therapy is a lot of you going to places with your dog. So just because your dog is great with people, or your dog might not be great with people, that might not be a good situation for them. But the concept with like therapy, you have to go places, and I think it's a little hard right now. I think a lot of people are doing virtual concepts, which is awesome. But the therapy dog work, that involves you as well. Search and rescue, that involves you as well too. And sometimes if your dog is really good, they're going to use your dog to get the job done, the task done. So these are things when we look at, we want to do X, Y, and Z with their dog. You got to remember, are you guys doing this together, or is your dog doing it? Because those are important things. Those are important things you need to establish. And just realize when you get into these great adventures with your dog, which path you guys are taking. I hope that helps. Give you guys some ideas of what you can do with your dog. Like I said, start with the obedience, then you get to the tricks, then you get to the competition, off-leash stuff, hiking, sports, working dogs, all these great things for your dogs to get into. So, pick one. Try something new this year. Challenge your training. Take that bond to the next level. Try something new with your dog and see how you like it. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Make sure you turn on those notifications and hit that subscribe button so you get more training tips when they come out. Head on over to dcsdogs.com. We're heading into the winter months. What are you doing with your dog to keep them busy at home? I put together a guide to keep your dog busy every day of the week. dcsdogs.com, Happy at Home Guide. It's yours, free.